Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mike Kern with the Missouri Valley Football Conference here with Kory Faulkner of Southern Illinois, the star quarterback for the Salukis, having a great year in Carbondale. And hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great. Well, let's talk about your game last week, a phenomenal game. You had almost all of SIU's offense. Came up short in the end with a couple of bad field positions to start the second half, and Youngstown State had a little momentum in the fourth quarter, but an excellent game by you in particular.
Yeah. It was. We had a lot. We had great field position in the first half, and we were able to put some drives together and get the ball on their side of the field and put points on the board. And as an offense, that's what you want to see. And we had a lot of momentum. And then our first two drives and our only two drives in the third quarter were both inside our own 7-yard line. So. And then the start of the fourth quarter, we had the ball and had a couple of plays that didn't go our way, and then it seemed like we weren't ever out on the field as an offense. So Kurt did a great job keeping Youngstown down on the field, so he played a great game as well.
Talk about your season. Last year, from a statistical standpoint, SU had looked like it had a little bit of offensive struggles and was very good defensively. Had a good year overall, but talk a little bit about the change in the offense this year and things you can point to that really make that happen, changing the backfield, perhaps offensive line a little bit more experience. Talk a little bit about what you think is different this year.
I think just the culture of our offense is a lot better. I know it's our third year with Coach DeBoer, or actually it'll be going into our fourth with him as offense coordinator. It feels kind of like everyone's on the same page, offensively, coaches, players, and then offensive line wise, we're night and day better than we were last year. I know that I can sit back in the pocket and go through my progressions, and even sometimes we're hitting not our first or second read, we're able to check it down to a back or hit our third receiver down the field. So as a quarterback, when you can sit back there and feel comfortable and not feel like at any given time you're going to get hit in the back, it gives you a lot of confidence. And for me to be able to play like I am, confidence is a big thing as a quarterback. You're not worried about anything else, but you're just kind of in the zone, just finding receivers, and that's when football is fun. So right now, we got a lot of great teams coming up. The Missouri Valley it's one of the toughest conferences in the country, and then we started out. We played a good team this past week and came up a little short. It was a tough loss, but we had a great day at practice yesterday, and now we're focused on a great opportunity to go play South Dakota State.
How is the team mindset? You had not only that tough loss last week at Youngstown State, but a tough one against Eastern Illinois, and a game at Champaign where you almost pulled one out and sent it into overtime against the Illini. And you could be sitting 5-0, but you're not. So talk a little bit about how the team's mindset is right now headed to South Dakota State.
It's definitely there's frustration. We're agitated that at worst, or not at worst. We are sitting on the worst case scenario being 2-3, but a lot of us feel that we could easily be 4-1, 5-0. And you can't take any credit away from Eastern Illinois. They're a great football team. Jimmy Garoppolo is one of the top quarterbacks in the country, and their offense that they run, it's high powered, and if you give them opportunities, they're going to score. So it was unfortunate that we caught a loss in double overtime, and then just the attitude of the whole team is just we know that we're a good football team, and people may not see us as one of the top teams in the country, but we feel every week that we will be going into every game the next 3 weeks being the underdog, but we feel like we can compete with any team out on the field, and we've shown that against three really good football teams that have been able to beat us. So we just been lacking one big play in the fourth quarter to put us on top, and as soon as we can figure that out, I think we're going to surprise a lot of people.
Yeah, you mentioned the rankings. Of course, the Illini are in the FBS, and Eastern Illinois in the top 5, and the FCS, and Youngstown State in the top 25, and South Dakota State's a great opportunity. What needs to happen this weekend for you guys to win? I know they'll be focused on the running game. They didn't have a lot of success last week.
Yeah, North Dakota State. Watching that film, they're good. They're a great football team. That's no secret to anybody. So, they're coming off an emotional loss, and it's their homecoming up there. I think it's called Hobo Day. So. They're definitely going to be ready to play. They're going to have a great atmosphere, and looks like right now the weather is not going to be the greatest thing going up there. So, but for us, it's just going to be taking care of the football. I know, and all three of their wins, their turnover margin, they're at plus 11 right now. So, in the games that that they weren't able to win. The team that was able to beat them didn't turn the football over. So for me and our offense going up there, it's going to be holding on to the ball and just putting the ball where it needs to be and not giving their defense a chance to get their hands on it.
And of course, your game's part of our television package on ESPN3 and on Mediacom in Carbondale, so we're excited to cover it this weekend. Some statistics that fans are following you that know that you've already got 14 TD passes this year, 30 in your career. You're in the top 10 nationally in passing yards. Talk a little bit about your season and how you feel you're doing so far as an individual performer.
I feel like I'm kind of in a rhythm right now. I feel like in college I'm definitely playing at the highest level I've played at, but just little things that I go to practice every day trying to get better, and I don't take practice lightly. The littlest things like footwork, progression, and going against the scout team sometimes you're able to complete passes that maybe in a game you won't. So the timing's big for me to put it on the receivers right away, and then but individually I feel like I'm doing some good things. But right now we have 3 losses, and as a quarterback I know that we're averaging quite a bit of yards on offense, but if I'm able to make a couple more throws, then we're able to put some longer drives together and keep the opposing offense off the field, which will help our football team. But we got a lot of games left, and I know that we're going against a lot of great defenses, so I'm going to have to elevate my play even more to be able to be competitive in the league.
Right. A couple of non-football questions, and then we'll let you go. Appreciate your time this morning again. Campus life. How do you like SIU? The campus, I'm sure, is a wonderful place to be. There's a lot of students there, and the activities that are around the usual student life outside of football. What do you keep busy with?
With staying busy outside of football, I'm involved in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and I really this past year have really actually taken interest in my academics, majoring in business management. So. Staying on top of my academics, and then just hanging out with friends. John Lance, our wide receiver, is my roommate. We're best friends, and just being able to meet him and just since my time here and get to know, build a relationship with him. Then Jake Erickson, that played golf here for 4 years. He's my other roommate. So being around them and then just hanging out with the guys, and then during football season, I spend every opportunity and about every extra hour I have in the film room, and this year it's definitely been paying off going into games, knowing that I'm definitely the most prepared guy out on the field, and I enjoy it. I love the quarterback position. I know that everyone loves you when you're winning, but when you're losing, you're not the crowd's favorite. But the fan base here this year has been great. I've got nothing but support, and then just walking around campus. The students are awesome too. They're able to, with being on some of the posters and everything, they all know who I am and stuff, so they'll come up and say, good job this weekend, or, can't wait for the next game, and we'll be rooting for you and keep doing what you're doing. So as a little kid, this is what you kind of dream about. So I'm just blessed to be in this opportunity in this place, so I'm just taking advantage of it. But at the end of the day, we got to start winning football games. So right now, just spending a lot of time in the film room trying to get better.
Well, your statistics certainly validate the amount of preparation you've spent in the film room and getting ready, and it looks like you are prepared every week, so congratulations on that. And the final question I have for you is life after football. What happens next when you finish school, and what are your plans after that?
Right now it's kind of, I don't have any definite plans right now. I honestly didn't think that I'd be having I thought I was going to be successful this year, but I didn't know I was going to be as successful as I've been. So right now I'm focused on keeping this up and keeping this pace going. And if the opportunity after college presents itself to do any training or to keep playing football, I may look into that. But my dad owns a company around the St. Louis area, and so probably move back home. There's a good chance that he'll have a spot for me in that, or just being able to get a job and start being normal. I know I've been doing sports since I was a little kid, so just be able to hang out with friends and family and just kind of look back. But once I leave here, I don't want to regret anything that I could have done different. So really not looking too far ahead, taking one day and 1 week at a time. And right now I'm just really hoping that we can get this program back in the playoffs. So that's about as far as ahead I'm looking right now.
Kory, thank you for your time this morning and continued success. And you did mention the playoff field expands to 24, so we're excited to have multiple teams in there, and hopefully Salukis are one of them.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.